All right, everyone, we are hot off the heels of today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this video, I want to summarize all the announcements and share some of the games that I'm most hyped for. Not to mention, we have a lot of new content that is live today on the Nintendo Switch eShop. So if you were somebody somehow expecting first-party Nintendo announcements to be here, you might not be that hyped, but I've walked away from this thinking it was a very solid showcase, especially considering what it is, a partner showcase. So right from the top of the show, kicking us off, we had Grounded, which was the big Microsoft title. Definitely the bigger deal that opened the show compared to the other Microsoft title that was here. But if you wanted to buy into those rumors or not that the Direct got pushed back due to Microsoft's business update, this does lead in some credence to that because we did see two of their games show up here. Grounded is out on April 16th this year. Think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of storyline, but in a game. It looks really interesting. It's one that I never checked out on Xbox, so I may give it a shot here on Nintendo Switch. Ended Magnolia next up. That game is out this year. We did not get an exact release month or anything to that effect, but it looks decent enough. A little bit slower paced Metroidvania is kind of the vibe that I got from it. We'll have to take a closer look at that as we get more of its gameplay. Then we got a Ranger, a role puzzle adventure, which is really just like a top-down old school style adventure game, but it's a puzzle game at the same time because your character is moving through the puzzle pieces. I thought it was a unique enough gameplay idea, and it's one that will also be out this year, so we'll have to see more from it. Unicorn Overlord, which is getting a demo today, is probably one that a lot of fans are hyped for. I definitely think it has a nice unique art style to it. We see a lot of games in this style nowadays, but it was another good showing for the event. Monster Hunter Stories HD, which I don't think it's being branded HD, but it's essentially an HD port of the 3DS Monster Hunter Stories, and it'll be out this summer. Epic Mickey Rebrushed is out this year in 2024, and this is a pretty hype one for me because I do have some nostalgia for Epic Mickey on the Wii. At least that's where I played it. I think it might have been out on multiple platforms, but it was for sure on the Wii because that's where I experienced it. Anyway, this game will be coming out this year, and it's just an HD remaster of Epic Mickey, and we didn't get a ton of look at the gameplay, and we also didn't get a timeline of a release in 2024, so this could indeed be saved more towards the end of the year, but interesting game in the lineup nonetheless. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance was next on the list, and I believe, from my understanding, this is a complete edition of Shin Megami Tensei 5 with all of the DLC included. I think this is also going multi-platform. Of course, that wasn't announced at the Nintendo Direct, but you can do your own research online in case you want to pick that up on a different platform. I think that was the outstanding rumor, and we know to expect this to drop on June 21st. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which is a mixture of Battlefront 1 and 2 from the old days, and we have additional maps and characters to check out. This is out on March 14th, and I do love to see some Star Wars Battlefront love because I do have a relative amount of nostalgia for those games as well, and you don't have to wait long. It's literally out middle of next month, March 14th to be exact. South Park Snow Day is out March 26th on Nintendo Switch, and I think we already knew about this game headed to Switch. It's one that I haven't really caught up with, but I don't think we saw any gameplay, and to be honest, considering that this game looks more visually impressive on other platforms, I still thought it looked really solid on Nintendo Switch for what it is. This brings back vibes from the N64 era for me when I was playing South Park games, probably well before I should have, but anyway, that's out later on in March. Sword Art Online is getting a new game. It has 20-player online co-op, which is something that stood out to me. We did not get an exact release date, but we do know to expect it out 2024 this year. Gundam Breaker 4, same thing, 2024 release, no exact launch time. And, you know, mech fans out there, check this one out. It does look very good. A lot of Gundam customization and things going on. Next up was Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. Yes, that's right, a brand new Super Monkey Ball game. Over 200 new stages, optional motion controls included, and 4-player local co-op as well. I didn't catch if that was online or not. I do think it was only local from what I heard them mention, but June 25th is the release date for that, so another summertime game to look forward to. World of Goo 2 was next up, which I did not play the original World of Goo. I know it has some fan love online. It's out May 23rd this year on Nintendo Switch. Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time gave me some Animal Crossing vibes. I don't know much about the Fantasy Life series, but this is a new entry within that franchise, and if you're interested in it, it will be out October 10th on Nintendo Switch. Another Crab's Treasure, which is the Crab Souls-like game. Yes, that's a thing, and the gameplay actually looks fantastic. I'm a big Souls fan, so looking forward to the Elden Ring trailer drop here soon when I'm filming this, but anyway, this game looks solid. It's out April 25th on the Nintendo Switch. Penny's Big Breakaway. I was very excited to see an additional trailer for this. this. It's a 3D platformer from the Sonic Mania team, but to my surprise, this is the big shadow drop of the showcase. One of many, I should say, but we do have this game available in the eShop as of today. I haven't checked if it's live at this moment, but go do your own research. You will be able to download that at least at some point today, and this game looks fantastic for me. We don't get enough love for 3D platformers, and everything about this is exciting in my opinion, so I will definitely be checking this one out, and we may even do a video, we may not, we'll see, depending on when I get some time to play through it, but I am hyped for that as a big shadow drop game. We had a puzzle game up next that I kind of didn't hold my attention. I didn't put any notes in for it, but if you're a puzzle fan, check into that one. Pepper Grinder from Devolver Digital, that's out March 28th, and there is a demo available today, and I love Devolver Digital games. I think they have a really cool style to them and kind of a seamless gameplay experience. This one definitely harkens back to the SNES Genesis era of visual style and gameplay, so look into that. You do have a demo available, that's the biggest thing, and you can hop into it right now. There's no delay in doing that, so I would check out that one if you're a fan of Devolver games in the past as well. Pocket Card Jockey was next up with the big rumored Game Freak game to be here. If anybody was expecting Pokemon, that's going to be next week when we get the Pokemon Presents, but not, of course, at this partner showcase. But this is a Game Freak game that I believe right now is only out on Apple Arcade, and then this is getting a Nintendo Switch release as well, but it has some history back in the day from like the DS, 3DS era or whatever. That was also a shadow drop title, so you can pick it up right now and also download a demo before you purchase it, so I love to see that. We then got a mashup trailer with a bunch of different games, but the only ones I'm going to mention from it are Zao, which looks really good, Ubisoft Metroidvania game. After playing through Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, I am more open to playing different Metroidvanias. I just had so much fun with that game that I'm kind of ready for something else, and that was featured here with pre-orders going live today. And the big one, the new Contra game, which looks excellent, is getting a demo available today. I was surprised this was in part of the mashup trailer, but it was. Oh, and then Pentiment, also the other Microsoft published game, which this one I'm not near as interested in as Grounded, but Pentiment is yet another one that was a part of this mashup update, and it's available tomorrow for purchase. No demo from what I can see, but it will be available for purchase tomorrow. Now then we got the cutaway for the last two things announcement, and one of them had to do with a shadow drop for 5 new NSO games. I did not expect that at all walking into this event, so I would say overall in terms of my surprise level, especially considering how many things were leaked ahead of this partner showcase, this one was the one that stole the show for me in terms of a surprise shadow drop announcement. But we have, as of today, right now on Nintendo Switch Online, RC Pro AM and Snake Rattle and Roll from the NES. Don't have nostalgia for those games, so those are not a big deal for me. But from the Super NES, Battletoads in Battle Maniacs and Killer Instinct. That was the big couple for me, especially considering the fact that we never see love for SNES nowadays, especially with some of the more difficult licensed games that you have to jump through hoops to maybe get them onto the platform. So I absolutely love to see that. And we are getting Blast Corps, a Rareware developed game on the N64. Yes, everything Rare should be on the table now for N64. We already kind of knew that with Jet Force Gemini, but this is yet another handpicked N64 game that we should be able to expect soon. That leads more credence to the ideas of the missing ones out there. Hopefully Conker's Bad Fur Day one day. We have Donkey Kong 64, Diddy Kong Racing, all that stuff that needs to come over from Rare. So really cool shadow drop for an N64 NSO announcement, and really all of the NSO games being Killer Instinct and Battletoads, also really big deal for me. So like to see that there, and it looks like that will be our official February update for Nintendo Switch Online. Then the big show closer was a leaked game that we knew to expect, and I love Pioro for getting everything right. I kind of wish he wouldn't leak the actual show closers. I think that might be the first time that he's done that. So anyway, we knew what to expect whenever it got down to the last announcement. It is Endless Ocean Luminous, which was the big hint to something dolphin related being here. Many people started to speculate it would be GameCube. It was never going to be GameCube at a partner showcase, but nonetheless, we have Endless Ocean Luminous. Now, the big thing that I noticed about this, because I did not play the original game or have much hands-on experience with it, it's also not a game that's like super up my alley. It does look nice enough, but it's probably missing that nostalgia factor for me. Anyway, they're doing 30-player online co-op, which does seem like a big gameplay enhancement, especially if you're playing with some friends online and talking to them through Discord or wherever, because obviously Nintendo doesn't have it on board on their own system, but that's neither here nor there. Just the fact of having that much player support all at the same time, I thought was really cool, and you could adventure through the ocean together. I think that that's a nice gameplay enhancement, and we know to expect this out on May 2nd, and I also believe that they mentioned that pre-orders would be live later today. So Again, considering what this event was, which is a partner showcase, it was very positive for me overall, and I walked away feeling very satisfied. I also think that Nintendo has the cadence of these presentations figured out like no other company does. I mean, just it flew by the entire time. Obviously, I understand if you're a first-party Nintendo fan, there was nothing here for you other than a Nintendo published title, which was Endless Ocean, but we should have never expected anything first-party, like I mentioned in my predictions video, or the official announcement video rather. So take that for what you will. We didn't get Hi-Fi Rush. There's still some outstanding Microsoft games like Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush that should be coming over at some point in time, but I thought this event was really solid overall, and that's where I really want to hear from you guys. Was there anything that stuck out for you here? Are you going to hop into any of the shadow dropped games or demos today, or was this kind of a dud for you overall, and you're just going to be waiting until the next mainline direct where we get some more first-party Nintendo game announcements? So regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around these topics. Go watch the video on screen next if you haven't already. Also make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.